What if I told you Apple is secretly building a robot that will live in your kitchen, follow you around the house, and know your face better than your own family? And no, it's not the creepy humanoid kind from sci-fi movies. For years, Apple refused to talk about robots. Tim Cook's team laughed off the idea. But behind closed doors in Cupertino, something strange has been happening. Bloomberg and trusted Apple analysts have confirmed that the iPhone maker is pouring billions into a device most people thought was a joke. Today, we're uncovering 5 shocking secrets about Apple's home robot that the company never wanted you to know. By the end, you'll understand why this little machine could be the most important product Apple has shipped since the iPhone itself. If you want to stay ahead of every tech revolution before it goes mainstream, hit subscribe right now. I'll wait. Done? Let's dive in. Secret number 1: this project is way older than you think. Apple's home robot program started back in 2022, long before the AI boom went mainstream. The internal codename that keeps leaking is T1333, a tabletop device with a large iPad-like display mounted on a thin robotic arm. That arm tilts the screen up and down and rotates 360 degrees to follow you around the room. Early prototypes looked like a lamp with a face, so engineers nicknamed it the Pixar lamp. For 2 years, Apple's own marketing team argued nobody would pay $1,000 for a screen that moves. But Tim Cook personally kept the project alive. And in 2026, all those internal fights are over, because the robot is real, and it's almost here. Secret number 2: the robot is just the finale. Before it ships, Apple is launching a cheaper device that will quietly take over your house. It's called the Home Hub, and Bloomberg says it could launch as soon as October 2026. The Home Hub is a 7-inch square display with a speaker base, basically a HomePod mini with a face. It runs a brand new operating system internally called homeOS, and it does some genuinely wild things. It has a FaceTime camera with facial recognition, so it knows exactly who is standing in front of it. It can tell you apart from your kids and a stranger, changing its apps based on who's looking. It has proximity awareness, so the interface grows as you walk closer. And it commands every smart device in your house, from lights to thermostats. The rumored price is around $350. That's the wedge. Apple sells millions of cheap hubs, gets them into every room, then drops the $1,000 robot on top. Secret number 3: the robot is powered by the biggest bet Apple has ever made, the full rebuild of Siri. And that rebuild is the reason everything kept getting delayed. Apple originally planned the Home Hub for March 2025. It didn't happen, and not because of hardware. It was Siri. The old Siri simply wasn't smart enough to control a home or remember that you like your living room at 70 degrees at 7 p.m. So Apple rebuilt it from the ground up with next-generation architecture, the same tech that powers Apple Intelligence. The new Siri AI is designed to be an actual agent, not a voice command box. It can chain actions together, turning off the lights, locking the door, and starting your playlist with one phrase. Apple is betting the home is where AI agents become indispensable. The robot arm is the body that lets Siri look you in the eye. Secret number 4: Apple is terrified of being left behind, and this robot is its answer to 3 giants at once. Amazon has Echo devices in millions of homes. Google has its Nest ecosystem. Meta has been pouring money into AI glasses. But none of them have a robotic arm that physically moves around your workspace. Apple's tabletop robot, the T1333, features a 9-inch display on that motorized arm, designed to live on your desk, not your wall. It tilts the screen toward you when you sit down, rotates to show a recipe while you cook, and keeps you in frame during video calls. That's center stage on steroids. Reports say BYD, the Chinese manufacturing giant, handles final assembly. The supply chain is ready, the software is finally ready, and the only question left is price, with most analysts landing around $1,000. Secret number 5, and this is the one that changes everything. Apple is building an entire home ecosystem around AI, and the robot is the centerpiece. Leaked roadmaps show a wall-mounted hub, a tabletop hub, an Apple security camera, and the robotic arm device, all talking through the same homeOS brain. Imagine this. You walk in the front door. The camera recognizes you. The kitchen hub turns on. The desk robot swivels to greet you. And Siri AI has already adjusted the temperature, cued your podcast, and dimmed the lights. That's not a gadget. That's a platform. And platforms are how Apple makes its real money. Every hub sold locks you deeper into the Apple ecosystem, the same way the iPhone did. If this works, the home robot becomes the next iPhone, the next trillion-dollar opportunity. And if it fails, well, Apple can afford to try again, just like it did with the Vision Pro. So there you have it. Apple's secret home robot is real, powered by a rebuilt Siri AI, and it could be in your house before the end of 2026. The hub launches first at around $350, and the robot follows at roughly $1,000. Will it change your life or collect dust? The jury is still out. But one thing is certain, the smart home is about to get its biggest shakeup in a decade, and Apple is betting the house on it. If this video opened your eyes, smash the like button so YouTube knows this channel deserves more robot content. And subscribe if you haven't already, because we're covering the next big AI hardware reveal the second it leaks. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.